Now I would like to talk about types of interview questions. So I would like to discuss about three types of interview questions: traditional questions, technical questions, and case interview questions. First of all, let me discuss about traditional questions. So what are traditional questions? Traditional questions are the most common questions that a candidate has to answer in an interview. So these are the common questions, so that is why they are known as traditional questions. So a few examples of traditional questions are: introduce yourself, why should I hire you, what are your strengths, do you have any weakness, what is your salary expectation. So these are the most common questions that any interviewer asks during an interview. Next is technical questions. As you can see on the screen, technical questions are based on the core subjects. So the technical questions are related to the core subjects. The interviewer asks technical questions just to check your knowledge related to your core subjects, whether you know about the subjects or not. Next is case interview questions or case interview. So in a case interview, the candidate is provided with a detailed situation, problem, or any kind of challenge and is asked to analyze it and come up with a solution. Case interview questions are basically critical questions which are designed to test a candidate's analytical skills. I would like to also give you an example of case interview question. So, like, our client is a pharmaceutical drug company that has seen an increase in drug sales but a decrease in overall profit. Our client has hired us to figure out what the issue is. So this is a case study interview question where you have to study the increase and decrease in the sales and profit respectively, and how are you going to increase the profit. You have to provide a solution to the interviewer. So these are the types of questions that a candidate has to face in an interview. So I shall be discussing about the questions in another video. So now I would like to discuss about certain interviewing strategies and secrets. Interviewing strategies and secrets. So marketing your skills and experiences. When you sit for an interview, you are basically selling your skills. You are basically selling yourself. So that is why you are the person who is marketing your own skills and your experiences. So you must be able to tell about all your skills, your goals and experiences, and you should be able to convince the interviewer that you are the best choice for that particular position. Next is preparation before the interview. So what are the things that you should take care of before you go for an interview? A good resume. So resume is one of the most important part of an interview. Without a resume, you cannot apply for any kind of job. So you need a good resume, and that particular resume is going to take you and is going to help you to grab that particular position. And next is documents. All the documents must be ready and you should keep everything in a file along with your resume. Next is formal dress. So dress is another important part of an interview. You cannot just wear your pajamas and go for an interview. You must wear something which is formal and something that is good. So you must be ready with whatever you are going to wear for the interview. So you must buy it or you must arrange it beforehand. Next is practice the common interview questions. So there are lots of common interview questions that as I had already discussed about the traditional questions. So traditional questions are the ones which are also known as common interview questions. So you must practice the common interview questions so that you can answer very nicely. Next is research about the company. So you must research about the company, you must know about the company before you go and sit in the interview, because if you don't know about the company and the interviewer asks you something related to the company, how are you going to answer? So that is why it is very necessary to know about the company before you face the interview. Next thing is grooming. So grooming is another essential part of an interview. You must have a good haircut. You must cut your nails properly. You must look good when you are going for an interview. So that is why grooming is another important part before you go for an interview. So these are the basic things that you should take care of before you go for an interview.